The only one thing that Kenya Kwanza administration is not ready for is the brains of the young people.
Oh.
And if the young people throw their brains at this administration, they will scatter the thoughts of this, because this administration is not ready for your brains. That's why they see those small cartoons, they wonder, what do we do about this? And they can only react through abductions. And then it's gotten to a place where now we are saying, we are starting to mulika those vehicles. If you abduct, you put the number plates, you put the color, you show where it is, you show where the abduction happened. They are not ready for our brains. When young people decide today and say, okay, this is the number for State House, we are all going to place a call for the whole day, then those lines will be. So there are so many things that young people can do using their phone without necessarily going to the streets. And I'm not saying let us be cowards. I'm just saying right now, in every war has got seasons. This is not the season to be on the streets for young people. Right. I've always said that. This is not, because this is an administration that is insensitive to human life. Don't offer your life to them.
Right.
Give them something they can't handle. We are still in protest. I am on TV right now and I'm protesting. But I will not insult the person of the president. But I will tell him his Shah is bad. His chief is bad. I'll tell him that Adani is bad. I'll tell him abducting young people is wrong. But I will not insult his wife and I will not insult him. And I don't have time for that, because it's not a personal attack. It's an attack on bad administration.
It's true.
Yes.
JP.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, do you think that the government has a total disconnect with its people? Like, they do not know what's going on? And if you were also to speculate, what do you think is going to be the future occurrences in Kenya moving forward as things are just brewing?
Especially for the coming year.
Yes.
I think for the coming year, a lot of things will happen. First is Gachagua is becoming more powerful by the day. When they throw tear gas at prayers, the lowest we ever sank to was when young people were sent literally to disrupt a burial. I have never in my life, and since the independence of this country, seen something so low. The young people who are paid and sent to disrupt a burial. And I remember it was so bad that I saw journalists from a leading media house in this country being told by DCI officers, try your camera. Later, I saw that lady, and those clips are available, they're everywhere. And that is what now put the government at the middle of it. Why would DCI, instead of asking for evidence to see, and up to date, not a single person has been arrested for disrupting a burial. Not a single person has been arrested. Conveniently, the police did not see. They forgot. It was not possible to remember who disrupted a burial. But we are able to remember who drew the president and put him in a coffin,
right,
and shared on internet. But the disruption of a burial is not even a prayer function. This administration needs to get to the point where they ask themselves, why are Kenyans revolting? But there's a more painful thing. They have tried so much to twist this thing into a tribal thing. I have a famous blogger, I will not mention you, but you know yourself. And your name starts with the letter G. Nakuomba, in the name of God. Stop being used to bring that tribal card into this country. They are even bringing things of 2008 and trying to make this look like a Kikuyu versus the whole of the country. I ask them, I see Alfred Ketel fighting this administration every day. Is he Kikuyu? Yeah. Is Okia Mtata Kikuyu? Is Eugene Wamalwa Kikuyu? This thing cannot be reduced to a tribal affair. We are in a generation of young people who are saying no. Sisi hatujui kama sisi ni Wajaluo ama ni Wakikuyu ama ni Wakisii. We just know that when I go to hospital, she's or Sha or whatever is not paying for dialysis. And it's not asking me what tribe I come from. And when I go and there's no capitation for my child in school this January, they are not asking me, when am Jalu, when am Kisi, when am Kikuyu. So I want to urge every Kenyan, wherever you are, when you hear any politician bringing a tribal angle to this, kata. Yeah. Tell them this is a Kenyan affair.
One political activist in the country has come out to say that indeed the Kenya Kwanza regime fears the brains of the young people. The people of Kenya, especially the Gen Z, are blessed with brains which are troubling these politicians. These brains are giving politicians sleepless nights. There are many instances that the brains of the young people have come out to play very strongly and very capable, and they have made the political elite and the political brokers get afraid. First of all is the way the young people handled the Gen Z saga and the Gen Z protest that was scheduled for June during the 2024 finance bill demonstration and saga. These young people went online, they educated each other about the Republic of Kenya and the finance bill which was going to be put in place. Through this discussion and through sharing of the intellect, we saw young people came up with platforms which were informing the reality of the finance bill. They came out with many ideas and they organized a successful demonstration. Through that, we saw the government starting abducting people with large followers or people who were termed to be so influential during this period of the finance bill demonstration. Apart from that incident, we saw another incident when Trump won the elections. The young people of the Republic of Kenya went out to call out for the ambassador of USA to be withdrawn. Those were the brains of the young people. These brains were able to amass and make this US ambassador to resign from Kenya. That is another scenario where the Gen Z brains played out a very key role. Another incident came out when the young people were opposing the JKA Adani deal, which was supposed to be for 30 years. The people spread the information online, they spread the posters, and finally they came out to demonstrate in large numbers. And this demonstration was a clear indication that the young people are very awake. However, transitioning to this year, we have seen many politicians come out to say that the online space is not for bullying and it's here Matuzi, but in the reality, this is a platform where the young people have amassed wiseness and they were spreading new information which is troubling the Kenya Kwanza regime.